Let's see, is anybody here? So we can start the live. Let me see. Hold on, try to get this chat up. This is going to be your reading for tomorrow, March 12th. Intuitive love messages for March 12th. Wait, I'm trying to bring up the chat here. Let's see. Of course, it doesn't let me. Give me just 1 second. Oops. Everyone is here. I don't know why I have so much trouble with these. Hold on a second. Oh, I found it. Okay. Oh, there you guys are. Hi, how are you? Hello, hello, hello. Hi, Diane, Paula, Alona, Lakeitha, Karen, Abigail, Cherise, Camilla, Pauline. Okay. So, all introductions, I want to get started on the love reading. Okay, so as you guys know, this is going to be your daily love messages. I hope everyone's well for March 12th, 2019, your daily love message, okay? And as always, this reading will be encompassing what may be happening with you and your significant other. And then after this reading, if you don't want to stay for the live Q&A, it's $15 per question. You can just click off the reading, okay? So I'm going to get this out first for everyone, and then we'll get right to the Q&A, okay? Just give me 1 quick second here. Just want to give a quick shuffle. Oh, thank you, dear. I just got them done last night. All right, so let's take a look, see what the energies are. All right, and so I don't pull reversals, so when I flip the card over, if it's in reverse, I'm putting it upright. I don't pull reversals in, what do you call it? General reads. Okay. Oh, this card flew out, so we're going to look at that after your reading. So yes, these are intuitive messages. It's for anyone who's here. It's not geared toward any one specific sign. Okay. And that one wanted to flip out, but I'm taking it anyway. Okay. So each card has its own position, and we'll take a look and see what's going on here. So for the person that you're dealing with, okay, whether this is your friend, family member, significant other, spouse, whoever it may be, so the position here is the obstacle. This is their obstacle. So they have the 9 of Wands. Okay. This person, whoever you're dealing with, could, for some of you, could be fire, but it doesn't have to be. They are trying to figure some stuff out. They're kind of trapped, kind of stuck. They're taking a time out, so you may not be in communication with each other. And so these are the energies that, you know, would be going on, floating around you guys today. Well, actually for the 12th. And it could be for today as well. So let's not try to put any strict parameters on anything. I feel like so some of you are connected to someone who does some kind of sport, maybe boxing. I'm thinking somebody's related to some boxing of some sort, or martial art, or connecting with any kind of Because I just feel like this is, you know, he's like in the ring, so to speak, so to speak. Okay, it doesn't have to be. That could just be for some of you. This person also may have the obstacle where they are incarcerated or are waiting to come out of incarceration. Okay. There's also an element here of the obstacle being that they've been hurt. They're recently out of perhaps hospital of something like that. There's an element of taking some time out here, thinking, reevaluating. The person feels they're in pain. They're in some type of pain, or they're pained, or they have some type. So he has like a bandage over his head, and I just feel like he's struggling with growth in his life. He or she is suffering in some way and is trying to recover. Okay, and the obstacle is healing for this person, your person. Okay. But it's a 9, and I feel like it's definitely something that they want. They want to be able to overcome whatever this obstacle is. They want the growth. Some of you are connected to someone that works out in a field or does some type of work. Like agriculture or something along those lines. I know it sounds kind of specific, but, or they're at a distance from you. I feel like they've pulled back, they're pulling back, they're trying to recollect, and it's a challenge for them to heal from something, okay? It's very simple, it's very basic, the energy that they're displaying right now. Your obstacle, I feel like your obstacle is you're trying to help them, or you want to help them. You're seeking advice. Okay. Part of you is also trying to people please. Almost like some of you are thinking, well, if I just do this, or if I just do that, or if I, you know, perform better, which is definitely having to do with needing validation in order to have this person choose you. I don't necessarily feel like they are trying to choose between you and another person. I feel like they're just trying to choose. Are they capable? Do they have what is necessary? Can they try again, or can they do this? Are they too damaged? That's what their obstacle is. And I see you here, either you're seeking counsel from 2 people who are quite wise. There's communication here. And some of you are trying to repair a relationship where you and that person have a child. You want your family back, for some of you. And so there's also for some of you this obstacle where you are really focusing on, some of you got a new job. And to those of you who did, congratulations. Some of you have acquired a new job where you're learning new skills. You're being watched. Maybe there's probation as well. Okay. And you may have had to move away or go somewhere where this job is taking up a tremendous amount of your time. And there's a little bit of resentment here from the other person, you know, because you are not available. And they feel a bit hurt by that. So these are the obstacles that are playing out. Okay. What your person is not seeing Temperance, balance. You know, it's funny. I was meditating on this card last night, and you know what came to mind? Some of you are bartenders, or you work in a place where you mix drinks, which of course would be a bartender of some sort. There may be a little bit of jealousy about you if you started a new job working, like say in a restaurant or a bar of some sort. And that could be why, it's because I just feel like this person's kind of like a grumpy grump. They just have this grumpy grump attitude. They're trying to sort things out and they're kind of grumpy. So what they're not seeing right now is that there needs to be patience and trust and balance and harmony. They're not seeing that they need to temper whatever their grumpy attitude is, or whatever their, if they have a control issue of some sort, or they're angry. Okay, they're not taking into account that you are struggling to do the best that you can this time in your life, whether this person is with you or not. They're thinking about themselves, and that's why they kind of like have this pulled back energy where, you know, they're just like a bit resentful, like mad at you for whatever you're doing, and you're not paying them much attention. And they're and you're actually, I feel like your energy is you're just trying to balance things in your life. You're trying to do the right thing, make things positive for yourself, balancing your emotions, the cups, trying to stay even keel for either your children or just in general in your life, trying to attain that peace and harmony. And they're not seeing that you're not, they're thinking about themselves and what they're not getting. And that's the obstacle. That's what's preventing the healthiness of the relationship. I don't feel like it's you preventing anything here. So, okay, even if you're not working as a bartender in a restaurant or something along those lines, or some of you are pharmacists, or working in a pharmacy or some type of medical where you have to create medicines, things like that. Either way, the overall energy that I'm picking up here is that they're not seeing that you are just trying to have peace in your life at this time. You're trying to be peaceful. You're trying to have everything you want. Okay. And excuse me, I know I just kind of kept going over that. The real issue, well, is the Nine of Cups. The real issue is that you're both trying to have your needs met. Okay, you are both trying, you're trying to have your needs met, your other person is trying to get their needs met. But I feel like your person is not seeing that there has to be a balance of energy between the two of you. I feel like they're just kind of like not paying attention to that. The issue too is that since we have these cups sitting here, part of the issue is you are not trying to really, you're focusing on, look, balancing these cups, whatever you're doing at your job or whatever you're doing at your work, in your career, you're putting that first. I see, and it's a struggle for you to do that. Okay, I understand that, because you're almost, it's almost as if you're being forced to focus on your finances and your career and your life, because this person is really just kind of being like a little temper tantrum, right? So here you are with all your cups, and you're kind of like at the same time wishing to be with them, blocking them because of the way they're acting, and you're giving that energy back. You see how they're kind of like, had that look on his face, like, you know, I'm just like, whatever, she's or he's acting this way. And you're just doling it back out because they're just being childish. Okay, but this is an issue because it's reactive energy. It's also reactive energy in the sense that someone's being smug. Someone's just, this person's also blocking you. You guys are kind of like at this, almost like a little bit of competition, I feel, even though the Seven of Wands is not here, or the Five of Wands. Even though that's not here, I'm feeling it. Okay, there's a little bit of, well, if you do this, I'm going to do that. And if I do this, I'm going to do that. Although at the same time, I do feel like you want their validation and approval. Not approval of like who you are, but that they love you or that they approve of this relationship, right? And I think your person is just pulled away because they're having a temper tantrum or they're having a fit about something that you're doing in your life right now, or that you're putting yourself first. Okay, so the solution, now we have the Ten of Wands, end the struggle. The solution is to end the struggle. Put an end to this for both of you. Either, you're listening to the reading, so obviously you'll have to take some type of affirmative action to put an end to this, because we go from the Nine of Wands here to the Ten of Wands. Put an end to the struggle on your side, in the sense that, it's not like these wands are here and they're just floating in thin air and blocking you. You're carrying these. It's the very thing that you're struggling with is the very thing that you're holding on to. This is the baggage card. And this is like, you've been carrying this baggage for so long with this person, dealing with their issues or their temper tantrums or whatever. And now you're like, drop those bags. That feeling when you finally get where you were going from the airport or a long trip, or you're carrying all those groceries all at the same time, and that feeling when you finally drop them. This is the solution. Let it go. Come to the end of this. Come to the end. So let me pull a couple of clarifying cards here, just because I like to. Let me see. I want to take a look at Temperance. Sorry. Okay. What's the energy for Temperance? That first thing that was coming to me is, I feel like you've been trying to make a peace offering with this person to clarify Temperance. And I do feel like you are trying to also show this person that you are focusing on money and work. You're not out being deceptive. You're not cheating. You're not lying. You're not doing anything along those lines. You are truly focused on your financial growth right now, your paycheck, your valuables, the things that are most important to you. And you're trying to balance those energies. And perhaps trying to tell them, hey, I really feel like you've got someone who has jealousy issues or possessive issues. And I do feel like you've reached out to them and you have like kind of had this conversation, and well, maybe a lot of words or not so many words. It's like you have to keep giving this person reassurance, and they're just not wanting to hear it. Some of you are, I'm picking up, so some of you are definitely dealing with a Taurus and a Sagittarius. So if that resonates for you, let me know. So let's pull a clarifying card for the Nine of Cups. I always feel like the Nine of Cups is just that he's that guy that has everything, or he's that person that has everything and he doesn't, and then he rubs it in your face. Man or woman, either, whatever the energy is, just kind of rubs it in your face. And that's really what the issue is. This person's got a bit of a vengeance streak in them. Like, you know, if you're going to do this to me, I'm going to do it back. So let's take a look here, which is very unhealthy. It's very, very unhealthy. Okay, the Chariot. I also have Cancer, some of you. So the Chariot energy is, this is purposeful. This Nine of Cups, even though it is a wish come true card, in relation to the other cards, I feel like what they're doing here, what the real issue is that they are purposefully taking direct action to be smug and to pay it back. Some type of vengeance for something they have made up in their minds that you're doing, which you're not. Now, I will say there are some of you, and if this resonates for you, please understand that I don't mean anything harsh by it, but I like to speak the truth and the message comes through. Some of you are kind of in this tit for tat with this person or whomever it is. And there is a part of you guys where I felt like you're in a little bit of competition where, you know, somebody's like, I'm going to show you, which is what the Three of Pentacles is. That's a performance card. And, you know, and this is also, you're watching each other for sure, grading each other, watching each other's performance. It could be a little bit of stalking energy, see what the other person's doing. And you may have been on this person's social media or checking them out, and you're not seeing anything really from them because they've pulled back. They're kind of hiding a little bit. So you may be instead, because you're thinking to yourself that they're watching you, so you may be doing a little show off stuff on social media, anything or anywhere or in real life, anywhere where you're showing yourself, hey, I'm great, I'm fine, I'm good. It's tit for tat is really what I feel it's happening. So let me pull a clarifying card for the Ten of Wands. Again, with the solution. There needs to be direct communication, straight up, direct, truthful, even if somebody has to get kind of mean. Somebody has to say, I'm sorry, I'm trying to hold these up at the same time so you can see the other cards. Somebody has to get truthful and straight and say, guess what? I'm done with this. Like, I'm completely done. Even if that means saying it to yourself, okay? Because if you're not talking to this person or there is blocked energy, then you need to tell yourself, you know, I'm out. I'm done. This can be text messages, and this is the solution for both of you. Because the Wands energy, this is an action card. So I feel like this tit for tat is showing itself in physical actions. It's not just gossip. It's not it's not just communication. It's like physical acts. Okay. I don't know why my readings always go that way. It kind of feels like the energy is a tad bit negative. And you know what? I'm going to do a second reading because I just like to go with how I feel. And I feel like I want to pull a second reading. Maybe those messages resonated for some of you that I just did. But I will say, let's take a look at these oracle cards first. So this one says, you may not always understand why certain things happen. However, there is always a higher purpose to the events in your life. Through turmoil, a blessing will soon be revealed. And then imagine all unwanted thoughts dissolving into light, creating room for new opportunities and possibilities for your life. So those are your love oracle messages for this particular reading. So let me pull another set of cards, and a second spread to see what comes up, if anything, if there's any other messages or a different situation for some of you. And if the first one resonated, of course, you can listen to the second, because maybe that will as well. All right, give me just a second to see. Give it a little bit of a shuffle. And then after this, I'm going to start the live Q&A. But I do see everyone in the chat. It's super awesome you guys are here. Thank you so much. If you guys could like and share the video, or I really would like to see more people so that I can get these messages out to them. That would be so awesome. Okay, excuse me. Let's take a look at the second reading to see what's going on. Oh, okay. A little bit better. Maybe it's good that you guys stayed for this one. The Knight of Cups. Oh, Two of Swords. I'm pulling these all upright. The Hermit. The Hanged Man. And Ten of Pentacles. Okay, so the obstacle with the person that you're dealing with, the Knight of Cups. I don't really know how this can actually be an obstacle because it's such a beautiful card. This is definitely water energy. Let me so you can see it. So Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. This person, your person, okay? So if it's in a romantic, whether it's romantic or not, they have great admiration for you. And they don't have to be a water sign, okay? This just could be their energy that's coming through. But I feel because it's in the position of the obstacle, I feel like this person has trouble expressing how they feel to you. This is what the problem is. But when they're away from you, they admire you from afar. They want to, this person wants to come see you. They want to be with you. They want to bring you flowers. But the knight is covered in armor, which means he's guarded. Excuse me. You know, I was fine all day. And now I'm having trouble speaking and coughing. And that could be related to this. You know, the Knight of Cups is not communicative, especially if it's water energy. He's not communicative. He's more like, you know, he takes, his emotional energy is very active. But the obstacle is for him to be able to express himself going forward with you, and it's hard for him to do that. Okay. Now, your obstacle is the Two of Swords. You're not sure if that's a red flag for you or not. Look at these ribbons, these red ribbons. Okay. So you're not sure what to do about this connection with this person. Okay. You're blocking yourself. You want to communicate, but it's stagnant. It's a stalemate because they're in a stalemate position. They're trying to get over and move forward, but you don't know if they're being honest and truthful because we have the moon showing up here. So there is an element of a little bit of secretiveness or shadiness to this person. Okay. What's being overlooked is deep reflection about the situation. Okay. Somebody is really not, or both of you are, and this is also the Virgo card. Somebody is having difficulty, or both of you are having difficulty. You're overlooking the fact that, how can I say this? Okay. This person's overlooking the fact, your person, that you are in a state of reflection right now. You're not ignoring them. You're just honestly not sure. And they may not be coming towards you, okay, because your thought process is maybe you don't trust them or you're not sure what to think about them, because that Knight energy, always, Knight of Cups, Knight of Wands, all of it comes in and out, in and out, in and out, that kind of energy. They'll call, they'll text, they'll show up, and then you'll get together or whatever will happen, and then they disappear. Okay, Knights are always on the move. So the real issue here, again, is that there's no movement going forward. The real issue is trying to get out of this stagnant situation. The real issue is trying to let go. Now let's clarify that. What are we trying to let go of here? Trying to accept the situation. I feel like you're in just this place of indecision. That's why you're really not open to receiving anything from this person, because possibly you don't trust them. Okay. Give me the Hangman, please. Energy for the Hangman. The real issue is that you may be dealing with someone who's kind of a player. Okay? And that's why you're not really moving toward them. And the real issue is also that they know that you think that about them. And they are stuck in the stuck energy. That's why the obstacle is there for them to move forward. It's almost like they're looking at you and they're thinking to themselves, if I